Hello everyone and welcome to part 32 of the Pokemon Red No Star Run playthrough, and here's our badges. I've actually never fucking shown that off, I don't know why. But, yeah, this is actually the final part-ish, quote-unquote, because, you know, all that extra stuff we still need to do. But, in terms of story and what we actually need to do to beat the game, this is it. As you can see here, once you enter Elite Four, there's no turning back. If you try to leave, they'll be like, "Nuh-uh, get back, you little bitch. Don't be a pussy," and they'll send you right back. So, yeah, like I said, no Pokemon Center break, no nothing. If you lose, that's it. You know, you gotta burn your Game Boy because you just fucking lost and you're dead, and the government's gonna kill you. No, I'm just, you just have to start all over. So. If you're at, say, the last one and you lose all your Pokemon faint, then you'll start back at the Pokemon Center here, and you just have to fight them all over again. Of course, if you did spend all your or use all your, you know, healing items and shit, then you're in trouble because you need to buy more, but you can't. So you do get a lot of money here, actually, though, as you'll see after I beat the first one here, Lorelei, who is, as you can see, she's supposed to be ice type, but a lot of the ice types are water as well, so just come in here with the electric type and you're golden. You know, Jolteon here's fucking her day up, so she's pretty easy as long as you have electric. If you don't have electric and you say, like, have grass instead, you might have a little bit more trouble because ice beats grass. So, you might maybe want to use fighting if you have it, although fighting is not too good in Gen 1. I mean, I would just electric all the way, and you should be good. But if not, I mean, I guess grass might be doable, but I wouldn't like to risk it. But of course, that's just me. With Jinx there, she was psychic and ice, so just use Ninetales there. I would say use a fire type, but like I said, a lot of these are also water based, so yeah, you can see the problem there. But yeah, so that's Lorelei. She went down really quick, and as you saw, all that fucking money. So not only is because after you beat the Elite Four, you can redo it as many times as you want. So not only is it a great way to level grind after you beat the game, if you just want to have high level Pokemon, just to, I don't know, beat the shit out of your friends if you're into that kind of stuff. But it's also a good way to level or to grind money if you're, you know, low. If you're low. This guy right here is Bruno Mars. He has a few songs that a lot of people like and I don't really like, but he seems to be pretty popular, and yeah. It's music. What can you... No. Okay. For realsies, though. This guy, his gimmick is fighting types, although Onix is not a fighting type, and I think he has two of them, which is weird. But, yeah, now he has the fighting. So you want Psychic or Flying for this guy, although, like I said with his two Onixes, just use water, grass, ground, fighting, fucking steel. Oh, wait, no steel yet. Anything, really. Anything but electric, and you should be fine with the fucking Onix. But, yeah. He's only got fucking 3 fighting Pokemon then. He's got the Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, which we were introduced to in that Fighting Dojo gym by, Sabrina and Saffron. You know, they're the same Pokemon, just higher levels. I don't know if they have any good moves, because, you know, they didn't get a chance to use them. Ha! Because they suck. Ha! Oh, God. To be honest, though, fighting types in Gen 1, like I was saying earlier, aren't too useful, really. I mean, they can beat Ice and Rock and Normal, and that's really it. It's the only way to beat Normal using type advantage, but, I mean, Normal is... anything else works on Normal, you know? Just use stats to your advantage instead of typing, and Normal is not a problem at all, you know? But it gets better as the gens go, because Gen 2 Dark type's introduced and fighting can beat that. But and there's the Hitmonchan, the final evolution of Machop or Machop, Chop. I don't fucking know. You have to get him by trading though, just like how Graveler had to trade in order to go him. Yeah. So not only that, Gen 1's fighting moves are weird. Like like seismic toss. Well, I learned it's based on levels, so that's why it's not super effective. But like, I don't know. There's only like karate chop and low sweep, and that's really it, you know. But yeah, right here is our third Elite Four member, Agatha. She actually knows Professor Oak, because, you know, she's old. And I guess back in the day, Professor Oak was quite the trainer, but now she's all like, he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex, because fuck technology, that shit's no good. She's one of those fuddy-duddies. Yeah, supposedly Professor Oak was a pretty awesome trainer back in the day, and a lot of fans speculate that I guess maybe these two had a thing or something, or maybe Professor Oak used to be the champion or one of the best trainers, but like I said, that's just speculation. It's not really etched in stone, but it's cool to think about. But her gimmick here is, well, it's supposed to be Ghost, but it's actually Poison, because all the Ghost types are part Poison, and she even has fucking Golbat and I think an Arbok, so come in here just beating Poison. And she was like, fuck you, I'm gonna send out Arbok, but it's still gonna die anyway. So yeah, just bring Psychic, even though it's like Ghost, but like I said, Ghost is weird in Gen 1 because only two Ghost type moves are Lick and Nightshade. Nightshade, like Seismic Toss, is based on levels, so there's no super effective to be had there, and Lick does like 20 base damage, so even if it is super effective, it's not gonna do shit. So Ghost Pokemon suck, and it's only Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar, so Ghost Pokemon suck in Gen 1. Don't use them. You're just better off using a Psychic if you want a special base Pokemon. So yeah, come in here using Psychic and Ground, and that's really it. If you want for like the Golbat, you can use Rock or Ice or Electric, but rather easy. And as you can see, so far it's been a cakewalk, and yeah, Gen 1's Elite Four is actually a cakewalk at the beginning. As you see, we finally beat her, and you know, Elite Four, so there's 4 members, so we're on to the last member. However, I don't think I'm spoiling much by saying that's not it, because I did say it's something about a champion, so we do have to fight the champion after that, which is the best trainer throughout the whole fucking region, and, you know, better than the Elite Four. But in terms of Elite Four, we're at the final member here, and this is where it gets rather difficult, because you can use typing to your advantage, but it's hard. As you can see here, this guy, his name is Lance. His specialty is Dragon Pokemon, which, as you know, because I have myself a Dragonite. I think he was even talking about how they're fucking hard to raise, but they're awesome once you do so, which, yeah, I agree. But yeah, he's got Dragon, quote-unquote, because, you know, Gyarados isn't Dragon, but he also has an Aerodactyl, which, you know, Rock and Flying, but then he has 3 Dragon types. He's got 2 Dragonairs and 1 Dragonite, and those are where, yeah, it's rough. Which is why I said way back when I was getting Cloyster, even if you don't have an Ice type, try to at least teach someone, or get someone who can learn, like, Ice Beam or Blizzard, because these Pokemon are seriously, if you don't come in here with an Ice type move at least, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to KO them, I'm telling you now. The Dragonair, you have to use Ice, or you can use Dragon, because Dragon's also weak against Dragon. But there aren't any Dragon moves besides Dragon Rage, and that always does a set 40 HP, so you can't use that to your advantage, so you definitely need to use Ice here if you want to take them out, you know, quick. If not, I think Dragonair might have low defense, so try to use Physical to your advantage, but still, they're quite the bitch to take down. Especially his final Dragonite, it's also pretty high leveled. I think it's fucking 65 or some shit. We'll see here in a sec, as soon as we get Aerodactyl out of here. But yeah, he can be quite the challenge, especially because with his Dragonite, it knows agility, and not only does that, you know, increase its speed so it can, like, knock out your team quickly, it also knows Hyper Beam, so if it does knock out one of your members, the next turn it can use Hyper Beam again and just Hyper Beam your whole fucking team, you know? And I think in Gen 1 too, there was no PP for the AI, because they could just spam it all the fuck they want. So not like, oh, well, he's only got 5 Hyper Beams and that's it. No, he can use as much as he wants, because fuck the AI. At least to my knowledge, I might be wrong, but I don't know. And it's 62, not 65, but same shit. But with agility, he'll, you know, he can always go first and shit, so like he can just spam the fuck out of Hyper Beam and you're done. You're in trouble. Especially if, you know, well, if it kills you. If not, then, you know, the whole recharge period can save you, but yeah. Don't paralyze them either, because agility is glitched in this game. For some reason, if you paralyze them, agility will get them even more speed, and it will make them even more faster. And even though they're paralyzed, they still go first. It doesn't make any sense, but Gen 1 programming. I tried to do a Dragonite on Dragonite battle here just to be cool and badass like that. Just because why not? I want to get some use out of Dragonite since I had to put a lot of work into it. But, yeah, it would have just been smarter of me just to do Cloyster and just Blizzard it right away, and it would have been done. It also knows Barrier, so I think that increases his defense. So yeah, he's virtually unstoppable if you let him. Here's the thing: the more the battle drags on, the harder it's gonna get. So it's like you want to take it out as quickly as possible. So, like I said, the best advice I can give is just come in here with at least an Ice-type move. Yeah, an Ice-type Pokemon would be even better, but an Ice-type move, at least on somebody. So, yeah, and as you can see there, it's time for the champion. The champion is none other than our rival, Blue. He got here before us, as you know, since we had to fight him before we actually came here, and I guess he level grinded his Pokemon to ridiculousness speeds, because how the fuck did he beat them with those leveled Pokemon? But yeah, he managed to beat them, and now he's the champion. Who the champion was before, I have no idea. Because, I mean, there had to be a champion before, right? I mean, he's not like the first champion or something, because there was mention, like I said, with the whole Professor Oak speculation thing, or he might have been the champion way back when, but I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Blue's the champion here. And we get a kick-ass theme that, seriously, holy shit, it's one of my favorite themes in Pokemon history. Like, this song is just... Ugh, this song. Like, god damn. God damn. Like, like, this is kind of cheesy, but I actually want to be quiet for a sec, just to, like, fucking, like, let you listen to this shit, because, god damn. Yeah. It's good shit. It's goddamn, and fuck you, Pidgeotto. But yeah, he still has all the Pokemon he had when we fought him before we got here, except now they're all fully evolved and high-leveled, so whatever tactic you used to beat him before, just use it now. So he's obviously got a well-balanced team. You can't just, you know, mop the floor with him with one Pokemon or one type. You know, you gotta use typing and use your knowledge to your advantage, and you should be golden, you know? But yeah, one thing I like to do, and this is on every playthrough I do, since I also have a well-balanced team, I like to, which is why it's like, why the fuck are you not using Cloyster? That would have been the most, you know, make the most sense. I like to use all my Pokemon here, like, oh, he's using Rhydon, I'll use my Alakazam. Oh, he's using Arcanine, I'll use my Cloyster, you know? Oh, he's using Blastoise, I'll use Jolteon. Oh, he's using Exeggutor, I'll use, not Charizard, Ninetales. You know, something like that. I just like to... It's kind of cool, you know, like, just... I have to use all my Pokemon, he has to use all his. It feels more fair, you know? Or just more epic, I don't know. It's nerdy, it's weird, you don't have to do that. That's just me, but... Yeah. I like to make it as badass as possible. And there we go again with AI. How the fuck did he know that he was gonna get low health and just automatically use a full restore? Ugh. But yeah, this is it. After Blue, that's pretty much it. We beat the Elite Four already. We just have to beat the champion, and we become the champion ourselves. One thing that doesn't make sense, though, plot-wise, is the champion, it's almost as if the champion's restricted to being here, just in case they have to challenge someone who, you know, beats the Elite Four. But, you know, after we become the champion, we don't have to stay here. We don't have to challenge anyone. I mean, I know that, you know, that can't really happen in the game, but... and if you try to challenge Elite Four again, Blue is still the champion, and it's like as if it never happened, you know? So it's a little weird on that regard, and it kind of doesn't make sense, but it's like, from a gameplay perspective, I can understand why it happens. Just from a logic perspective, you know, it's kind of weird, but yeah. Here's his starter, his last, and it's obviously his highest. You know, for us it's Blastoise because I picked Charmander at the beginning, but it could be Charizard, it could be Venusaur as well. So, of course, if he has those, his team would be a little bit different too, because, you know, he wouldn't have 2 fire Pokemon or 2 grass, but yeah. But that's it. That's Blue. And he's questioning what the fuck he's been doing with his life and how the fuck we were able to beat him, even though we've been beating him this whole fucking time, so I don't know why it's such a shocker to him. And Professor Oak is just like, yo, what up, boys? Did you get the Pokedex and shit? And we're like, no, fuck that. We don't want to do that. We want to be strong. Fuck you, you fucking old man. No one likes your Pokedex. But no, he goes on to say why Blue lost, because apparently he didn't love his Pokemon enough or trust them enough, stuff like that. But, you know, to be honest, it's just because we had human intelligence on our side and not AI. Haha, take that, computers, you're stupid. But no, yeah, Blue was a little bummed out about how he was champion for like the whole 10 minutes, but Professor Oak's just like, it's whatever. I don't care, I'm more happy for this random kid than my grandson, so fuck you. And with that, he registers us in the Hall of Fame, which is just a little record that they keep of all the people who become champion. Of course, we can't see like anyone else's records, like Blue's or Professor Oak if he was a champion, just ours. So every time you do beat the Elite Four, you register your team that you use, so yeah, you can just use whatever team you want and they'll be registered, and it doesn't really affect anything. You could always watch what team you registered in the PC from like the Pokemon Center, just to like be like, yeah, this was my team, bitch. Oh yeah. And 10-year-old Adam was like, yeah, level 70 Charizard, level 5 Pidgeys. Alright. That was pretty much my team as a kid, because I didn't know how to make a balanced team. I just overtrained my fucking starter and I beat the game. So to be honest, if you actually want to go that route, it is possible, because like I said, I did do it as a kid, but yeah. And it gives you your Pokedex rating, your playtime, money. Yeah, I obviously didn't play for fucking 188 hours. That's because I use a speed up function in the emulator and it adds time. Usually, to be honest, my game time would usually be around maybe 20 to 30 hours, maybe 40 sometimes if I take long enough, but shouldn't take you too insanely long like other RPGs, but it's also not like insanely short. But that's it. That's Gen 1. If the LP hasn't said what my thoughts are enough on the game, it was awesome. I mean, as the first game, I can't harp on it too much. You know, yes, it does has its glitches. Yes, the metagame isn't too great, but just as the first game, and even all the fucking nostalgia I have for this game too, it's freaking awesome. I still rank it as my second favorite gen. Gen 2 being my favorite. I know the classics are my favorite, and it's like, oh, the old man, whatever, I don't care. But still, Gen 1 was freaking awesome, and I still would recommend this for first-time players, just because, why not? You know, it's Gen 1. And I think it's also pretty easy, you know, it's nothing too hard, but it's nothing too easy, but yeah, it's great. If you haven't played it yet, I highly recommend it, obviously. Just fucking emulate it, whatever, you know, because getting the cartridges nowadays are rough, but it's a great game. For anyone who likes RPGs, you'll feel right at home here, and it's just it's fucking great. End of story. My rating, I give it a great out of great. So I'll see you next review. No, but in all honesty, with this being over, what's going to replace this game now? Well, I guess I could tell you now, even though we just got the end, and I'm going to go into not gameplay footage anymore. Or I can tell you what it's going to be after I do the bonus parts. I guess I'll tell you now, just for those people who don't give a shit about the bonus parts. I will be, because with Sonic Adventure, or no, not Sonic Adventure, Sonic Lost World, I just beat that when you do the extra parts, and I said I would replace that with something, but I didn't know yet. And I am having a little trouble with my capture setup, just because I got new devices and shit. And the the thing I am definitely sure that I'm going to do and replace with both games is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Impact. Try to say that 5 times fast for the PSP. Because why not? I like the game, and I actually haven't fully beaten it, but whatever. That's for me to talk about when I actually do the game. I was also thinking about doing the Amazing Spider-Man for Wii U, but I want to do that live, and I've been having a little trouble setting up my live stuff. So if I figure that out, I'll maybe put that on Friday, and then Naruto on Monday and Wednesday, or the other way around: Spider-Man Monday, Wednesday, and then Naruto Friday. It's whatever. I'll figure it out, and you'll see. But anyway, that's enough for me. I'll see you guys in the extra part, and if not, I'll see you guys in either Naruto or Amazing Spider-Man. So I'll see you guys then. Take care.